This is an active and collaborative classroom. When we imagine transforming mainly frontal classroom situations to classrooms where individual or group activation of students has more importance, the concern regards the chance of covering all the content we were hoping to develop during that time. We know that activating a class requires time, and this can often be a cause of concern. Eric Mazur, a physics professor from Harvard University, realized how useful and effective it could be to create a peer learning dimension in the classroom. He realized that developing short pair activities allowed for more effective learning outcomes. Even simple ones, like having students comparing individual exercises with their desk mates before a collective group review. Mazur also considered the problem of how to achieve the intended learning outcomes while dedicating so much time to collaborative peer learning activities. The answer was the creation of a methodology he called flipped classroom, which is not exactly a pedagogical framework. It is actually a meta-model, a meta-framework, because we can apply it to various other methods. What does the flipped classroom framework propose? It proposes an extremely simple approach. It says, in order to use time in the classroom effectively, dynamically, and collaboratively, allowing students to acquire content, abilities, and skills in a deeper way, we need to make sure that the standard activity of transferring content happens outside the classroom, possibly before the class. Flipped classroom basically involves this. A selection of contents is given to students to go through at home. These contents can be on different types, either very traditional, meaning book chapters, handouts, slides, or more articulated material, such as videos, parts of MOOC, that often can be used this way. This allows students to come to the class already prepared on the key topics. That can be the object and an extra stimulus for active and collaborative learning. Eric Mazur teaches physics at Harvard, and using this approach he has actually noticed a strengthening of student abilities and skills, but especially the fact that these are more lasting in time. Also thanks to the following consolidation activities at home. Here is an example of an effective approach to the application of the flipped classroom methodology. The teacher carefully selects texts, video materials, etc., making them available for students to study at home. A test, even quite complex, articulated, reflective, not necessarily made of multiple choice quizzes, is provided before coming to class through online tool. In this way, the teacher can see the test results and assess if it's necessary to review in class some of the topics that were not correctly grasped. In-class activities are aimed at contents refocusing and collaborative and active learning. A moment to summarize in class to verify if the main topics within the intended learning outcomes have been fully understood, and, if necessary, on the basis of this summary, if students should be directed to review the content or focus on them with different materials. An important element for the proper functioning of a flipped classroom is the level of communication with students, as it is an important change in approach that needs to be understood on the basis of the quality of the intended learning outcomes and the chances of successfully passing the final tests. Another very important element is to make sure that class activities are actually valuable and relevant within the study course, whose effectiveness can be appreciated by students. Finally, an area that requires care is carefully calibrating the quantity of material that is provided for studying at home, keeping in mind the overall organization needs of the student. It's also crucial to monitor the development of activities, as in every innovative teaching experience, and adjust the aim where needed in the most effective way possible.